Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. Okay, guys, so welcome back. Tomorrow we will be doing hot, messy topics, so I'm excited about that. Obviously, you guys know this past week, Sunday was Jason's birthday, so Monday it just was not happening. And then next weekend is my birthday. So if you guys are in Charleston, I've said this a million times, but come play with us on Saturday, July 6th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on King Street at Lamar's. We're going to have a few guests that you will love to come and meet, but also it's just going to be a fun party. So come play with us. And if you are coming, make sure you RSVP to ASST at upandadamlive.com. On top of that, we have some Dubai to get into. So let's cut the shit.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
So Talene is going in on Sergio and Caroline, and now Caroline Brooks is going in on Talene. So where do we begin? I guess we're going to start here. This shit doesn't stop. Ooh, Talene is coming in hot. She appeared on Tuesday's episode of Watch What Happens Live, where she commented on Caroline's treatment of Sergio. Now, after the couple was seen in a heated debate on the latest episode of Dubai, Talene was asked about Stanberry and Sergio, arguing in front of her best friend Michael, who they were living with at the time. She also shaded Caroline Brooks and revealed her friendship with Jennifer Aiden. Stanberry abuses Sergio a little bit. She definitely wears the pants, and I didn't like it. Michael's such a sweetheart for letting them stay there, and it was cringe, and I did not like it. She also felt that Stanberry's kids had been too hard on Sergio, saying it's a bit too much. Now, when asked if she gives Stanberry and Sergio's marriage more or less than 15 years, she jokes Stanberry will be dead by then already. But moving on to her drama with Stanberry and Caroline Brooks, Talene felt that Brooks had made a bigger deal about Stanberry's comment about Sergio seeing Talene's hoo-ha when she fell down at the concert in an effort to turn them against one another. I was hurt when I heard the comment because the way it was brought to me was it sounded like she was really trying to ruin my reputation, and Brooks had brought that to me. And I was hurt and I even cried. I was upset. But once I got to know Stanberry, it's that British banter, and I realized that she was just taking piss. Okay. Now, Talene explained, adding that she was more impacted by the comment since it was made at a time that she was not present. She said, definitely 100%. But now that I know Stanberry so well, I know that it was in such a joking way, but it's like a telephone game, right? It's like the way it's brought to you and how it's spun is very different. She said, I kind of feel like I was a bit of a pawn in Brooks's game. But later on the Watch What Happens Live after show, Talene looked back on her experience at BravoCon, reflecting on being unknown at the time and naming Sonia as her favorite run-in. I kind of like being the new cast member because it was like our season hadn't been released yet. I kind of got both sides of it. I got to do the red carpet, but also nobody knew who the hell I was. And the best person I met, Sonia Morgan, she's just my spirit animal. She did say that she's a big fan, though, of Jennifer Aiden and the New Jersey Girls. So that's great. And I did tell you guys, too, I met Talene and her husband at BravoCon. So much fun. Literally such a great couple. Honestly, there's not one of the Dubai ladies that I don't like Chanel Ayan, Caroline Stanberry, Caroline Brooks, I have the best time with. Talene, I could go out with anytime. Like, I just find them all to be so much fun. You know, like sometimes when you meet the different casts and there's always one who's way better than everybody or doesn't have the time or just thinks it's like cool to kind of be an ass and we don't know you. Like Dubai does not have one of those. They're just all so sweet to everybody. And that's why I love this cast. And I hate that the ratings right now are a little bit lower, a lot lower. And I personally think that that was a disservice done to the cast by Bravo for two different reasons. I think that one, we waited too long in between season 1 and season 2. Actually, 3 reasons. We waited too long. So people lost interest. That's a bad issue. That's a problem. 2, then we didn't have a proper kind of recap of season 1 going into season 2. Like they didn't really kind of bring us up to speed on everything that happened the last season. So then it was really hard for people to kind of remember because there's so many things that have happened, including Scandal since that time. And it's like, oh, shit, this is a lot. Okay. And then lastly, this next one is the simple fact that they moved their times from Sunday to Tuesday. So it's already confusing right off the jump. Like that's not a good way to do it. Just put me at the round table at Bravo, shall we? Now, moving on. So Talene got to get her little digs in on Caroline Stanbury and Sergio, and also Caroline Brooks. And welcome to the Housewives world, girl, because they're going to clap back, especially Caroline Brooks. And that's one thing that we love about her. And that's exactly what Caroline Brooks did. Caroline Brooks. She suggested that her once good friend Talene and her husband are sleeping with other people. She also claimed that she was desperate to get on the Real Housewives of Dubai. According to Brooks, Talene was, I guess, recently implying that Brooks sleeps with a lot of men. And it was on a recent interview, or in a recent interview on Watch What Happens Live. Well, she also said that she felt like she was a pawn in Caroline Brooks's game. Now, throughout the first few episodes of the season, we know, because we already talked about it, about the Talene falling over and flashing, but she did say, actually, I'm not sleeping with anyone at the moment, nor do I sleep with a lot of men ever, coming from Caroline Brooks on X. But we can talk about who Talene and her husband are sleeping with. Let's not go there. You have kids and I like them, so tread lightly. Now, in the comment section, Brooks added, I'll be damned if someone brings women into her bedroom to please her husband and would say that I sleep with a lot of men. She said, at Talene, you want to go there with me? We can. If she goes low, going to hell with receipts. Then she went on to say, I put Talene on this show. She knew not a single person from my cast, and we planned it from season 1. I promised her I'd do whatever it took to get her on, as she was so desperate to be a part of it. I kept my promise. I'm allowing you to be thirsty and not saying much, but in another post, she added, if you ever come for my integrity and imply I'm sleeping around for money or with a lot of men, I will expose you and anyone around you that participates. Don't play with me. You can be 30 and write and edit all day, but what you won't do is ever lie on me. I'm a mother. Well, Talene, also back to the whole welcoming you to the Housewives, the world of your friend doesn't stay your friend. It's something, and I've been saying this more and more lately, something my dad always told me, son, don't tell your best friend your deepest, darkest secrets, because one day they won't be your best friend anymore. And it's so true. I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully you get to keep one or two of them, right? But a lot of times you get really close, you share things, you feel vulnerable, but then all of a sudden, when things start happening and you go from being that twosome of a friend, a one and one, being the two, balloons and all, and then you split and you become one some over here and another some over here, two separate onesomes, then you're not having each other's backs. Instead, you're like, oh, I'll bury your ass. Bury. So Talene, unless you got some shit on Caroline Brooks, I'd leave her alone. And I like you. This is me being friendly. Caroline Brooks, I'd leave her alone. But anyways, guys, I'm having a fabulous Thursday, so nobody's out here. Like, I don't have to deal with this. So great. I'm not on the Real Housewives of Dubai. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. So pop off in the comment section, please. Also, do not forget to smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Most importantly, don't forget, like I said at the very beginning, to check us out July 6th, Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, downtown Charleston on King Street. I want you guys all to come. And if you are coming, please RSVP to ASST at upandadamlive.com. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.